Dangerous Derek Tall is on it. We got the mic working. We have some sort of Wi-Fi signal here. We got a backup if something were to happen. But as I was saying, with 8 seconds left to go in warm-ups, Redbirds, last game of the week for them tonight against the Columbia Eagles. A disappointing loss on Monday to Highland with a big win on Tuesday night against Collinsville. So the Redbirds trying to go 2-1 on the week, but standing in their way is the defending 1A conference champions, the Columbia Eagles, who eliminated these Redbirds last year in the finals. It's a new look Redbirds team, though. Also a new look Columbia team as well. So it's a new year, and we're going to see what happens tonight. Keys to the game, Travis. Take it, Travis. Oh, Travis ain't here. Well, I guess I'll have to do it. Keys to the game for the Redbirds tonight, stay physical. When Redbirds get physical, good things happen. Try to build off of these changes they've made and keep the magic flowing, and we should have a good game here tonight. Getting ready for the MVCHA rules and regulations, starting lineups, and of course the national anthem.
The MVCHA makes members teams have 0 targets. Welcome to tonight's MVCHA game between the Columbia Eagles and the visiting Redbirds. Starting right next up tonight, the visiting school, the Redbirds. 7. Tony Matthews. 3 minutes, Emily Bissetta, time of 11. After the minutes, Emily Mason in the minute. And it's Senate that I got, and they go. And go, now for the home team, the Eagles. 37. Number 16, James Montgomery.
1
that dancing hot dog off out of here. All right, we're getting ready to play some hockey. I want to give a shout out to Jason Pollard. He's a fantastic announcer, and it's times like this, you know, Pollard will go to the other team and figure out how to pronounce the starters' names. It just makes you appreciate Jason Pollard a little more. As we get ready to start the Thursday night special, Redbirds. Hey, good to see Travis. Is this Mason Widman's first varsity start? Ah, good. Travis was here to see it. All right. It will be Clark at center. Jacobs on the right wing, Matthews on left wing, with Morelli and Widman on defense. And Jokic will mind the net for the Redbirds. Here we go. And we are off. Clark wins the draw, back to Morelli. Morelli off the boards, not out. Clark will get to the puck. He'll go behind the net. Puts on the brakes. Finds Jacobs. Here comes Jacobs. He's got a little real estate. He'll come through the middle. Gets closed in on. His backhand goes off the side of the net. The Eagles will recover. They'll try to slow it down and circle back around, but end up losing the puck. Jacobs from the far side throws it right on net. Eagles get the rebound. They'll break up the ice, but that's broken up there by Widman. Clark with it. Cross ice to Morelli. Morelli gains center ice and goes to dump it in, but it's right to the Eagles. Eagles come up the near side. Can't get past Widman. Widman has it stolen by Henson. But Jacobs pokes it away. Eagles will have to regroup. Clark with some pressure. Eagles get out of the zone, but right to Widman. Widman up the near boards looking for Clark. He's surrounded by white jerseys. And the Eagles throw it down in deep. Tall to get there. He'll whip it around the end boards. To Clark. Clark tries to go cross ice. Couldn't get much on it as that was partially tipped. Eagles send it back out to center ice. Tall has it poked away. Bohart to Thompson. Thompson will dump it down in. Pollard after it. Puck comes off the far side. Back the other way. Tall. He'll dump it down in. Eagles with it. Behind the net. Eagles come back to center ice. They'll dump it down in right on net. Jokic will cover and smother. 11:49 to go here in the first. It's 0-0. Holding the mic a little closer. Do I sound louder now? Off the draw. Puck comes behind the net. Eagles center right in front. That's batted out of there by Tall. Pollard now. On the near side, Pollard finds Johnson. Johnson really lays out to get that pass over to Thompson. Eagles intercept. They poke it up the middle, but Tall is there. Tall. Put back down in. Batted away. Here come the Eagles. Rip one on, Jokic to save. Puck comes to the near side. Pollard will get out of the zone, and he finds Thompson. Thompson. Oh, he has it taken away. Redbirds caught mid-change. Eagles come down and shot. Jokic deflects that away. Tall will push it behind the net to Bohart. Bohart with a big ripper off the glass. That kid is good at geometry as he slaps it off the boards on net. In the corner, Pollard bodies him up. Eagles come back the other way. Into the zone. Eagles center. Oh, just out of reach. He'll come back up top. They'll dump it down in. Dix in the corner. The Eagles have. They'll walk right in front. Yogish seals the post for a stoppage here with 10:21 to go in the first. Dunham on the draw. Oh, Eagles center. Nobody home. Stevenson gets to it to Steffen. Up for Long. Long. He'll dump it back to the far side to Steffen. His shot goes a little wide. Dix. Oh, Dix couldn't keep it in, and it comes back to Long. Long. Far side to Steffen. He'll push it back down deep. Kelly plays it off the boards. That's tipped in front by Steffen just high. Oh, Dix takes a big shot to the back. They're going to call a cross check here on Furlow. And the Redbirds will go on the power play at the 9:43 mark here of the first period. Clark on the draw. He'll get to it, send it to Jacobs. Jacobs will cycle up top. He walks in, his shot hits a leg in front. Eagles can't clear. Jacobs over to Morelli. Morelli. Jacobs, oh, he misses. And that puck's going to come out of the zone. Tall with it. Tall dances back in, throws it to the boards, and it'll deflect into the Eagles bench. We'll have a face-off. 9:14 to go. First period. 1:32 left to go in the Redbird power play. It'll be Clark. He takes it off the face-off, almost whipped it right back towards the net to himself as Matthews tries to throw it low, hits a Columbia player. They can't clear. Tall keeps it in. Looking for Matthews. Eagles steal it. They'll wrap it around the boards. Morelli pinches in. Keeps it in play. He walks in. Backdoor. Oh! Matthews shot, and Kelly just got a pad on that. If Matthews had gone near post, he might have had that one. Morelli tries to go up under the armpit, but Kelly reads it, and he'll stop it with 8:42 to go. There in the first. A minute left to go in the Redbird power play. Well, Clark. Eagles win the draw, and they'll send it the length of the ice. Tall back to get it. Tall circles back behind his own net. Long stretch pass for Matthews. Matthews will shovel it down in. Morelli with a good pinch to keep it in. Throws it to Jacobs. Jacobs working behind the net, still with it. To Clark. Clark back to Jacobs. Jacobs up top for Tall. Tall to Jacobs. Jacobs rips one high. Back to Tall. 10 seconds to go in the man advantage. Over to Jacobs. Jacobs, far side. Oh, Morelli and Clark, miscommunication. Eagles clear it. They're back at full strength. Tall makes his way up the far side. Right into the zone. Drops off for Jacobs. Backhand by Clark. Saved by Kelly. Another shot there from Matthews. That gets turned aside. Eagles behind their own net. Matthews there. Ties him up. Gets the puck to Clark. Clark. Dances around. Comes right back in front. Oh, tries to slide it 5-hole. Clark reaching forward. He's got it. He'll dance back around. He'll throw it behind the net to Jacobs. Jacobs trying to go back to Clark on the feed, but hits the net. Tall. Keeps it in. Wraps it around for Jacobs. Oh, it slips past Jacobs as it bounces around that corner. That corner's notoriously bad here at McKendree. Jacobs, tried to slide in front. Redbirds can't get a shot off. Matthews over for it. He'll throw it up top. Widman on. Back to Matthews. Matthews, behind Clark on the cross ice. Jacobs now. He takes the bump. He cuts in front. Jacobs rips one. Blocker saved by Kelly. As he has been put to the test here early. He looks a little winded after that long power play and zone time for the Redbirds. 6:24 to go in the first. Johnson on with Pollard and Thompson. Widman, Stevenson on defense. Draw comes to the near boards. Thompson takes a bump. Eagles will send it around to the far side, out of the zone. Widman to get it. Johnson gets it back to center ice. Eagles have it. Eagles approach. That was offsides on Columbia. 5:52 to go. There in the first, we're still scoreless. In a rematch of the 1A finals from last year. Johnson on the draw. The Eagles win it. They breach the zone and then dump it around the boards. Tall back out there. He had a long shift on that power play. Got a little breather. He's back on. Pollard loses the handle. Here come the Eagles. Near boards Johnson high off the glass. Not out. He'll get it back to Thompson. Thompson, nice pass to Pollard. Here comes Pollard in. Pollard rips one right into the chest. His rebound. That almost trickled in between the legs of Kelly and Pollard. Good follow-up on that shot. And the Redbirds almost put one in there. 5:15 to go, first period. Scoreless for McKendree as Dunham will take the draw. He's on with Steffen and Long. Long throws it behind the net. Steffen gets there, sends it back the other way. Dunham in the corner. Puck comes up top to Widman. Widman takes a big hit there from Spisak the third. And we're going to get a call here. He's going to go to the box for an elbow on Widman. Another Redbird power play coming up. Clark, Jacobs, Matthews, Tall, Morelli. Clark working, trying to get it in front. Comes away with the puck. Up top, Jacobs. Jacobs finds Matthews. He'll one-time it from the far side. That's stopped and then sent out of the zone by the Eagles. And they're going to call a hand pass here on the Redbirds. Minute 45 to go now in the power play for the Redbirds. Face-off will come out to center ice. It'll be Clark. Finds Matthews. The Colombian bench called offsides. I thought Jacobs was back in plenty of time. They call it anyway. Face off again, minute 40 to go in the man advantage for the Redbirds. Columbia wins the draw and they'll dump it down the ice. Tall back to get it. Almost has it stolen in front of the net, but Clark gets to the loose puck. Up to Jacobs. Here comes Jacobs in. He'll rip one right on. Loose in front, and Kelly will dive on it for another stoppage. 4:14 to go, first period. Redbirds on the power play for another minute 21. Clark, far side. Oh, Matthews couldn't get a stick on it. Columbia sends it down the ice. Tall back to get it. He'll leave it for Clark. Clark's got a head of steam now. He's moving. He'll cut through the middle. Clark leaves it for Matthews. Matthews walks in. Oh, just wide from Matthews. Up top, Jacobs. Over to Tall. Tall, backdoor for Matthews. Oh, that goes all the way through. Tall will collect the puck. Tall, they're giving him an opening. He fires just high. Jacobs will hammer it. Oh, bouncy puck in front. Still loose, still loose. Oh, nobody can get it in. Good Lord, that puck was bouncing. It bounced past the goaltender. And we're going to have an interference call coming up on Tall. Interesting. So Tall will go to the box for being held. We're going to have 4-on-4 hockey for the next 30 seconds. Puck squirts out. Here comes Jacobs. Jacobs goes forehand, scores. Oh, baby, what a move. Keller Jacobs got loose. And he'll go all the way down and wrap it around Kelly, and the Redbirds take a 1-0 lead. Yeah, just 4-on-4. Give Clark and Jacobs a little more room to skate around. That's going to work to the Redbirds' advantage almost every time. Jacobs dumps it down in as he's kind of getting a breather, as he's been out there a hot minute with the special teams. Clark will come back to center ice. Finds Jacobs. Jacobs in the middle. Rips one. Oh, shaft save there by Kelly. Columbia tries to send it out, but loses it. It's a man advantage now for the Eagles for the next minute 22. Long gets a stick on that. Far side, Clark pokes it up ahead. He gets hooked down. Well, we're going to even back up at 4 here, as Clark got hooked to the ice. We got these wireless mics. I got to watch it. I start wandering. Derek, I don't know what the range is on these things, but
You can test it. I'll give you a thumbs down.
I don't know if we're going to test it.
Steps in.
4-on-4, Redbirds will send out Dunham and Long with Bohart and Morelli, as they needed to get that power play unit a breather here. Eagles work their way in. That'll be offsides on the Columbians. 2:26 to go in the first. We've got 1:03 to go here in 4-on-4. Dunham wins it back to Bohart, and Bohart with a moonshot down the ice. Columbia will get to it first. Axe with it off the far side. Oh, stolen by Long. He looks for Bohart, a little out of his reach. Bohart in the corner. Oh, it's off the stick of Morelli. He's going to have to battle for it now. Dunham comes in to help. Columbia comes away with it. Oh, all alone is Axe. Fires one and scores. Redbirds all got caught on the wrong side of the ice, and Axe left all alone on the backside. And Columbia has tied it at the 1:52 mark here in the first. We still got 30 seconds to go in a 4-on-4. Off the draw, Columbia will work their way in. Royce tries to dance around. He gets tied up. There's going to be a penalty coming here on Jacobs now. Redbirds. Back-to-back mental mistakes here from the Redbirds, and they've put themselves in a bit of a bind. Columbia will have a 4-on-3 for 18 seconds. The Redbirds were looking at having about a 45-second man advantage. That's gone now. Right in the middle, Columbia trying to wind up a shot. Morelli chips it away. Near side, quick shot there, and Jokic gloves that down. 1:30 to go in the first. We're tied at 1. There's 8 seconds left in the phantom penalty to Tall. It will be 4-on-4 when Tall is allowed out of the sin bin. That puck comes right down on. Finally knocked out of there. Columbia's still with it. Redbirds. Tall's out of the box, and he'll send it to Clark. 4-on-4 now. Oh, Clark's pass just out of the reach of Tall. And then they send it down the ice, and Widman's the only one back. It's 2-on-1. Oh, Jokic gets a piece of that. Then Columbia had an open net, but the puck was bouncing. Good Lord. Not sure what the Redbirds were doing there. Morelli fighting in the corner. Columbia comes away with it. 43 seconds go in the period. Walks in, Jokic safe backhand, rebound in front, goes just wide. Columbia in the corner, Widman battling. Clark comes to help. Columbia comes away with it. Try to go back door. Quick shot. Jokic to save. Rebound is smothered. He's still getting hacked at in front by Royce. And Clark will finally get him out of the way as he was whacking the glove. He got about 3 or 4 whacks in there. Eagles are out of the box, so it's a 5-on-4 for Columbia. Jacobs is in the box for another 46 seconds. Tall. Oh, bad hop off the boards, comes right in front. Oh, that was a terrible bounce for the Redbirds. Goes to the far side, Columbia with it. Into the corner, they'll push it behind the net. Back the other way, Tall over to get it. He can't get there. Columbia tries to go back door again. Royce winds one up, hits crossbar. Eagles with it again. That shot doesn't make it through traffic, and that will end the first period. After 1, we're tied at 1. Between the Redbirds and the Eagles. Redbirds got off to a hot start. But the Eagles really a lot of pressure the last 6 minutes of that period. They were able to tie it up. Throw me back on. All right. Still working out some kinks. We're back to start the second. I'll have our sponsors at the first whistle. Matthews sends it back down the ice. Columbia will have to race after it. Jacobs out of the box here in 2 seconds. And the Redbirds back at full strength. Columbia breaches the zone. That pass just a little out of reach of Ross. And we're going to have a tripping call. As soon as Jacobs got on the ice, he gets called for a trip. Wow. Amazing. Another power play for Columbia. Redbirds will send out Johnson, Matthews, Dix, and Morelli. Columbia tries to go back door. Oh. Can't get a shot off. They'll try to regroup, but turn it over, and Matthews will send it the length of the ice. Eagles come back the other way. Trying to work in. Center right in front. Jokic denies that one. Eagles get it back. Back door. That's turned aside. Johnson over to get it now. He can't clear. Redbirds pinned in here. Eagles up top. Eagles with it. Fire. That's blocked. Doesn't make it through traffic. Centering effort hits off the skate of Morelli. Far side. Columbia throws it on. Jokic makes the save. Morelli can't get it out. Columbia keeps it in. Then it's poked away by Matthews. Here comes Matthews in. Matthews has it taken away. 35 seconds to go in the power play for the Eagles. Long stretch pass. That's going to lead to a breakaway in. Trying to go backhand. It rolls off his stick. Matthews gets it. He'll give it to Clark. Clark's got a one-on-one. Comes Clark. Oh, he has it poked away. Far side pass. Eagles have it. They try to backhand in front, but it's intercepted by Clark. Clark will fire it down the ice. And Redbirds back at full strength. The Eagles will touch it. There'll be a high stick there on the Eagles, so we'll get a face-off. Redbirds get a chance to change some personnel. 11:29 to go in the second. We're tied at 1. Our sponsors, officers of the Alton Police Department, St. Peter's Hardware, and Woodman Collision Center. Thank you very much. Quick shot by Jacobs, hits post. He'll get it back, send it around the boards. Tall keeps it at the blue line. Tries to get it down low. Can't get it through traffic. Clark gets to the loose puck. Back to Tall. Tall with a nice little drag. Then he'll go behind the net to Jacobs. Jacobs. Backdoor feed to Thompson. And Thompson denied by Kelly. Oh, great attempt there by Thompson. But Kelly able to get to it. 11:02 to go. Both teams at full strength for the first time in forever. Down in the corner. Jacobs back to Clark. Clark back to Jacobs. Up top, Morelli slaps it down to Clark. Clark. Past Morelli and out of the zone. Thompson gets shoved down. Clark picks up the loose puck. Clark in. Rips one. Stick save by Kelly. He'll come behind the net. Clark. Oh, yeah, Jacobs cutting in, but the Eagles intercept. They come back the other way. Axe with it. He's got the goal for the Eagles so far. Up top to Matthews. Oh, off his stick and out. The Eagles trying to reset. They'll come off the near boards and enter the Alton zone. Cutting through the middle, trying to cut in front. Can't get that shot off. And he'll come behind the net to Widman. Thompson finds Clark. Oh, just a little too far ahead of Jacobs. They'll battle on the boards. Clark comes away with it. Clark puts on the brakes. Over to Jacobs. Clark near side for Morelli. Morelli tries to throw it in front. The Eagles get to that one. Here come the Eagles. Down in, Long pokes it away. He takes a forearm to the face. He gets the puck back. Long with it. He'll try to skate out of the zone. He'll dump it off the wall right to the Eagles. The Eagles right back the other way. Right on, and Jokic with the glove save. 9:07 to go in the second. It's 1-1 between Columbia and Alton. Eagles win the draw, but can't hold the blue line. Comes back to Long. Whistle, and the faceoff's going to come down to the Columbia end. Dunham, Long, Steffen, Stevenson, and Dix. Dunham pokes it away. Steffen right in front. Oh, loose. Oh, my word. Stevenson slapper from the blue line. Stick save and high off the glass. 8:46 to go in the second. 1-1 your score. Dunham, he wins the draw, but it gets through everybody. Dix back to get to it. He gets it to Long. Long comes in. Throws it off the pad. Good rebound in front. Steffen's shot doesn't make it through traffic. In the corner. Dunham will body him up. Steffen's in there. Eagles clear the zone all the way back. Stevenson gets there. He'll slap it over to Dix. Dix. Nice pass up to Long. He goes low. And Kelly will stop that and cover. 8:09 to go. Second period, 1-1. Johnson, Pollard, Thompson. Eagles win it. Long stretch pass. That got stopped by Dix. Oh. Offsides on the Redbirds. 8 minutes even to go here in the second. Johnson. Eagles win the draw. They'll throw it off the far boards. Thompson over there. Eagles will come away with it. They try to reset deep in their own zone here. A lot of pressure from the Redbirds. They just set it up the board. Stevenson to Johnson, too far. Eagles will get to it. Far side, Thompson. Back down low again. Eagles break out. But Stevenson's there. He sends it to center ice. Picked up by Thompson. Thompson has it poked away. Johnson keeps it in. To Thompson. Thompson throws it in the corner. Eagles wrap it around the boards. Dix is there. Eagles maintain possession. Here come the Eagles. They got 3-on-1. Fire one. Jokic gets a paw on it and deflects it high out of play. Woo. 3-on-1 there from the Eagles. 6:48 to go in the second. 1-1 your score. Tall. Cross ice for Matthews. It's off his stick, and the Eagles keep it in the zone. Tall will try the near boards. That's not out. Eagles send it around again. Bohart down low. Eagles have the puck. They'll go up top. Rister from the blue line on, and Jokic will freeze that. Or he won't. Wow. No whistle. Puck comes free. And the Eagles tap it in. They take a 2-1 lead. Wow. Off the near boards. Clark to Tall. Holy crap. That is the second time that the Columbia bench has called something and the ref will go, oh yeah, and blow the whistle. Clark on the draw. Back to Tall. Clark to Jacobs. Back to Clark. Clark tries to walk in front. And Columbia knocks it out of the zone. Clark was looking for a tripping call there. I don't think he's going to get it. Here come the Eagles now.
Put that pistol in your mouth.
Behind the net now. Clark will body up the Eagles player. Oh, that'll slip past the fish. Jacobs. Kelly comes way out. Clark walks in now. Drops it for Jacobs. Back to Clark. Back to Jacobs. Tipped over. Oh. Matthews couldn't get the stick on it. Eagles keep it in. Back the other way they go. Here come the Eagles. Oh, just out of reach. Down low for Bohart. Over to Clark. To Tall. Tall will bring it through the middle. Into the zone. Tall. What's on the brakes? Looking for help. Sends it around for Matthews, who looked like he was in la-la land. Bohart, wrister from the blue line, doesn't get through. Matthews picks up the loose puck. Over to Tall. Tall gets tied up by Axe. Behind the net now, Axe with it. He's going to come up the gut. Throw it off the official. Comes right in front. Clark again around the boards. That's going to go length of the ice. Icing call on the Redbirds. 4:25 to go. Second period. Columbia leads it 2-1. On the draw, comes back to Morelli. He gets sandwiched. Dunham comes to pick up the puck. He'll throw it to Long. Long. He goes down, tripped up. Columbia throws it down in on. Jokic will catch that and freeze it. 4:01 to go here in the second period. Columbia leads it 2-1. Columbia wins the draw. Try to go cross ice. That's blocked by Dunham. Long with it now. Here comes Long. Long dumps it down in. Steffen will race behind the net. Dunham comes to help, but the Eagles will come away with it. They'll bring it out. Long. Widman with a good stop there. Widman off the boards. Columbia with it. They'll throw it behind the net. Columbia loses the puck. Morelli throws it off the boards, but not out. Columbia walks in. Jokic gets a shoulder on it. Here comes Dunham to Long. Long will send it into the rafters. 3:03 to go, second period. Columbia leads it 2-1. Johnson on the draw, comes to the wing. Columbia tries to send it down, but Dix is there. Thompson pushes into the zone. Columbia picks it up. Cross ice pass. Columbia breaches the Alton zone. Drop pass. Tries to cut all alone in front there for a minute. Wide open, and then they score. Eagles have taken a 3-1 lead. And the Redbirds are looking flat. Johnson, Thompson, Pollard, Tall, and Bohart. Redbirds win the draw. Pollard comes in and fans on one, and the Eagles send it the length of the ice. No icing on this one. Bohart will get to it. They have it taken away. Eagles sit it up top, and it bounces off a stick and out of the zone. Columbia with it. Redbirds are swarming. Eagles skated up. It's Axe. Tries to cut through the middle, poked away by Bohart. Eagles in front, shot on, bouncing. Jokic turns it aside. Eagles keep it in. Centering effort. Oh, that shot goes wide. Pollard in the corner. Bohart comes to help. He'll throw it into the net. Stoppage here, minute 49. Left to go, second period. 3-1, Columbia on top. Redbirds could use a goal here. Late in the period, try to swing that momentum back their way. Tall up to Jacobs. Here comes Jacobs. He's got Tall. Jacobs cuts in front. Oh, collides the net. It comes off its moorings. I think he had a chance at one there, but you can't score if the net's not in place. 1:27 to go, second period, 2-1 Redbirds. They'll bring the face-off out of the zone. Clark on the draw. Back to Matthews. He'll dump it down in. Clark behind the net. To Jacobs. Oh, in front. Looking for Matthews, but it hits a Columbia skate and back the other way. The Eagles with it. Poked away by Jacobs. Jacobs to Tall. Tall works his way in. Fire! Oh my! Woo, baby, what a shot by Tall. As he drew Kelly to the glove side and threw that low wrister right above the pad, below the blocker. And that's the late goal the Redbirds were needing. It's 3-2 Eagles with 53.1 seconds to go here in the second. Big goal there from Tall. Clark, Jacobs, Matthews. And then the Eagles throw that into the Redbird bench. Face-off will come down into the Eagles zone. 48 seconds to go. The Eagles are going to make a personnel change. Clark over to Jacobs. Goes down low. Around the net. Now Clark in the corner. He gets bumped off the puck. Clark gets it. Clark in front. Oh, that deflects off player. Bounces from Matthews shot. Oh, he couldn't punch it in. 26 seconds to go in the period. Clark. Oh, now. Clark going to the box, or I'm sorry, Jacobs to the box again. The Columbia player pats him on the back on his way to the box, which should have been a penalty on the Columbia player, but good Lord. Well, 22 seconds going to second. A 2 and 10 on Jacobs. That'll be Clark is pleading his case. That is ridiculous. Off the draw, here comes Clark. I love it. The Alden faithful doing what the Columbia coach was doing earlier and calling out penalties for the referees.
They need some help.
Power play here for Columbia, and Matthews will, or I'm sorry, that is Matthews. Yes, dumped it down in. Eagles back the other way. Here come the Eagles. Big ripper. Then they shoot again after the buzzer. Derek brings up a great point. You can charge from 3 feet away. I think that was Coach Clark's argument over there on the bench. How you could call charging in that way, in that instance. I mean, you have fans here from other teams that are commenting on it and saying that was terrible, but what are you going to do? It's 3-2 Columbia. 14 minutes to go before we settle this one.
Let's check the fan duel.
Well, Redbirds got some work to do. They trail by 1. The official just now realizing that's 4 penalties on Jacobs, and he is out of the box and heading to the locker room. His night is done, and and
Those guys are on it. Everyone knew that except for this.
Columbia fans and players cheering. And here we go. Minute 36 to go in the power play for Columbia. They'll work it out of their zone. Here come the Eagles. Drop pass, poked away by Bohart. Then Clark will check Bohart. Then he'll slap it down the ice. There comes Columbia up the far side. Clark will block the progress there, go off the boards. Eagles behind the net. They'll bring it up. They breach the Alton zone. Columbia still with it. Walk right in, back in. Jokic the save. Still loose in front, makes another save. Still loose. And Clark finds Matthews. Here comes Matthews. He'll rip one. Oh, just almost got over the shoulder of the goaltender as the Eagles come back the other way. Poked away by Matthews. That shot blocked by Tall comes right to the Eagles. Shot on Jokic, save. Clark gets to it, and he'll flip it up down the ice. Tall in a foot race. Tall, one-man show here as he'll throw it behind the net. Over to Dunham. He loses the puck. The Eagles have it. Redbirds at full strength. Goes down in, Long after it. Long. Throws it right through the middle. Good Lord. The Eagles got a shot off, thankfully. Didn't go in. Near side now. Stevenson off the boards. Long after it. He gets taken down. Wow. Here we go back the other way. Columbia. Jokic denies that as Morelli all over the Columbia player. Long sends it up top. Eagles throw it on net. That's blocked by Stevenson. Eagles try to center, but it's right to Long, and Long will skate out of the zone. Long works his way in, throws it off the side of the net, gets the puck back, throws it off the pad of Kelly, and it'll go back the other way. Eagles just walking in. Morelli sends it around the boards for Steffen. Steffen, he'll flip it up, looking for Thompson. It bounces over his stick. Eagles pick it up. Come in, big slapper. Hits the leg of Dix. Morelli. Oh, that pass goes past Pollard. Eagles regain possession. They'll come down in. Eagles fire one. That's blocked by Dix. Goes right to the side of net. Jokic will cover. 3-2. Columbia leads it. We got 10:20 to go in the game. Don't know what that noise was. I thought a generator was going out, Derek.
This place does have some problems.
Dix behind the net. Whips it around. Over to Pollard. Pollard's pass intercepted. Eagles with it. Johnson tries to throw it in the middle. He has it taken away. Eagles come back into the Redbird zone. Oh, Dix with a hit in the back wall. The Eagles still with it. Coming front. Jokic to save. Puck comes out to Pollard. Back and forth. Thompson. He takes a hit and gets it down in. And he comes up holding his midsection. Then a big hit behind the net there as Johnson goes flying. And that was one of the keys to the game was physicality. As the Eagles come in and shoot over net. The Eagles right now out. Being out physical as Pollard comes in 2-on-1. Pollard throws one low, gets the rebound. Oh, and that's deflected wide. Johnson centering, looking for Clark. Loose puck, Eagles will come away with it. There come the Eagles down in. They'll throw it back to center ice. 8:40 to go. Tall lifts it high off the glass. Clark will apply pressure. Eagles exit the zone. Try to throw it in the middle. That's broken up by Stevenson. Behind the net. Comes right in front. Oh, poked away. Good work there from Stevenson. Here comes Clark. Oh, just a little too far. He'll get the puck back. Clark cut through everybody. Clark still with it. Clark tries to cut in front. Loose puck still. And now a whistle. 7:55 to go. Third period, Columbia 3, Alton 2. Clark, Borelli, and Bohart moves up to forward with the absence of Jacobs. Tall and Stevenson on defense here for the Redbirds. Here comes Tall. Tall cuts in, throws one on net, looking for a rebound in front. It gets directed to the side. The Eagles come back the other way. Eagles in. Backdoor pass gets deflected. They'll try to regroup, and then Matthews intercepts it. Here comes Matthews back the other way. He has it poked away at the blue line. Eagles with control. 7:15 to go. Dunham with a big hit. And they're going to... Oh, my God. Well, Dunham's going to go to the box now. .702 to go in a one-goal game, and the Eagles will go on the power play. Eagles win the draw. Throw it in the middle. Over to the near side. Eagles will go behind the net. Back up top. Shot on Jokic to save. Tell him quit hacking at the goal. Morelli's going to go to the box. As will Royce. We're going to stay 5-on-4. Still a minute 40 to go in this Columbia power play. Behind the net to Tall. He wraps it around the boards. Axe keeps it in. Eagles with it. Up top, Axe. Eagles working the blue line. Point to point. They'll set it down low. Circle back up top. Redbirds doing a good job so far of not giving them a lane. Eagles rotate around again. They try to throw it in the middle, but Tall blocks it. They'll send it around the boards and out. 1 minute to go in the power play for the Eagles. Less than 6 to go in the game. Eagles will skate out, long stretch pass, cross ice, and then he loses it in the skates of the official. Near side, Axe, oh, he'll whiff on one, have to regroup. Gets the puck back, fires one, looking for a tip in front. That goes wide. Eagles with it. Near side, looking to go in the middle. They do, but nobody home. Eagles keep it in. That's tipped on. Jokic turns it aside. Battle along the far boards. Widman off the boards and out. Out center ice, Tall with it. Tall will dump it down in. Eagles send it up. Pollard gloves it down. He tries to make a move in. His shot goes wide. Tall to Clark. To Thompson. Thompson goes down, and the Eagles get it out. Dix with it. Dix will turn and fire. That'll be an icing call on the Redbirds. 4:35 to go. Third period, 3-2 Columbia. Off the draw. They'll squirt out to Thompson. Here comes Thompson. Thompson across the blue line. Drops it for Clark. He'll put one on net. Turned aside. On the near side. Pollard gets dropped down. Clark. Puck squirts loose. The Eagles able to clear the zone. Stevenson over to Thompson. Thompson can't get a lot on that backhand. Here come the Eagles into the zone now. Eagles cutting through the middle, still with it. And shoot one high. Pollard back the other way. Pollard changes direction. Works down in. He gets bumped along the boards, and the Eagles send it the length of the ice. It won't make it all the way. Widman will pick it up. Thompson off his stick, right to a Columbia player. They'll throw it in the middle. Dances around. Jokic pad save. Stevenson behind the net. And that'll be smothered by Jokic. 3:20 to go. 3-2 Redbirds. We got a timeout. And he does finally point to Alton. Timeout, Redbirds. 3:20 to go in this one. Columbia clinging to a 3-2 lead. And we get dropped down to 2 minutes. So 2 minutes left in the game now. 3-2 Columbia. Puck gets thrown behind the net. Tall. Working on it, comes loose to Clark. Clark sends it around the inboards. Matthews sends the other way. He takes a little stick to the lower abdomen as puck comes all the way down to Clark. Clark tries to cut in front. He takes a knee to knee. Nothing. There comes Columbia back the other way. Columbia trying to center. Broken up by the Redbirds, and Clark will lift it up down the ice. Minute 14 to go. Columbia gets to it. Jokic has been pulled. Puck loose in front. Morelli keeps it in. Down to Tall. Tall tries to center. Comes in front. Big shot loose. Oh. Morelli throws it on. Bouncing puck. That doesn't make it through traffic. Thompson. He gets bodied up behind the net. Puck comes free, and Columbia sends it the length of the ice. This will be an icing call. 42.4 seconds to go. Third period. Columbia leads 3-2. Redbirds have an empty net. They will send out Clark, Bohart, Matthews, Thompson, Tall, and Morelli. Clark wins it up top. Morelli to Bohart. Bohart flips one. Oh, just high. Columbia tries to get past Tall and can't. He gets it to Clark. 30 seconds to go. Clark fires. That's stopped. Up top, Tall. Tall rips one just wide. Columbia will get to it. They'll flip it down the ice, but not hard enough to get an icing call this time as Morelli has to race back. Gets it to Matthews. 15 seconds to go. Clark in. Clark in the middle. His shot deflects off a stick high into the net. 11.5 seconds to go. Columbia up 3-2. Clark to Bohart. Bohart throws that net, hits the official. Then Columbia ices it. 4.5 seconds to go.
Sacrificing his body.
Redbirds have to win this draw. And Columbia wins it. They'll send it the length of the ice. Another whistle. 0.7 seconds left. So you hope the official has some slow hands on the time clock. Clark pass throw at the net, and that's the game. Columbia will win a somewhat controversial game here tonight over the Redbirds here on the road. A 3-2 win for the Eagles. So that'll do it for the Varsity Redbirds this week. There's starting to be some language from the crowd, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this feed here, at least cut the audio. Thanks for tuning in.